Hi guys, welcome to this little video. This is all about screen printing. Screen printing is something that I've just started doing. I have done it in the past, but I've never done it as part of Crafty Penguin. And recently me and a friend of mine, my best friend, we decided to put together and buy some equipment because she also likes to do screen printing as well. And we put together and we bought a Screen Sensation Mayos, which is a make your own screens. We bought it second hand. We found it on the internet, someone was selling it, and that made it within budget. We also got with it some blank screens and a load of different inks. Both of us actually had this, which is one of the screens. So this is what you need to do the actual screen printing. So you get like a board. So you get a board and it opens up, and then you get the area for putting a screen in, and you can buy screens that are already made for that with other people's designs in and things like that. But that's not something that I really wanted to do with mine, and I do have a couple of screens. I actually have a penguin screen that we did buy when I first got it, but I wanted to be able to do my own screens, and until recently that wasn't possible because we didn't have the Mayos. What the Mayos allows us to do, the make your own screen, is to actually create your own design or illustration, whatever you want, and you print it off onto an acetate. I don't know how well you can see that. So that's one of my designs that I've got on a few of my products in my shop, and I wanted to be able to put it onto a t-shirt and everything, but until I had the ability to make my own screen, I couldn't do it. And this is what you end up making. So they're really bright pink, and you have to expose them, and once you've got that screen, then the screen printing process is quite straightforward. So what I'm going to show you in this video is not how to make the screen, not how to do this bit, because a lot of it needs to be done in the dark without very much light, so it wouldn't be very interesting to show in a video. If you want to know more about that, let me know. Leave me a message in the comments and I will answer them about how that's done. What I want to share with you is how I actually get the prints onto the products. So once from that section there, once it's on the screen, how do I then get the ink through and into the products? And the products that I decided to print on were some tote bags and some t-shirts. So this video is just about me experimenting now that I have the make your own screens and the Screen Sensation and all the different coloured inks that we bought together, and the products that I came up with, some of which are now in my shop, some of which are just testing and me playing around, and that's what this video is about. Show you a little journey of how I got on with that. The testing on the tote bags went really well. I started out by doing my own logo, which I printed out, like I said, onto the screen. So this is the one of Crafty Penguin. So that's my logo that I obviously designed, and I used that. That went really well, so I did that in black ink onto one of the tote bags, which went perfect. And then one of the things I wanted to do was start to create some local designs, and I used this one and tried this out next. So that's the Made in Sheffield design that I created as well, based on the old like dial telephone, and then it says Made in Sheffield, and then obviously the area code for Sheffield. And I tried that out on a t-shirt and I was really happy with that as well. That went really good. So they went really well, so I was happy with the tote bags. And then I thought, well, yeah, why not? Let's try it on a t-shirt and see what happens. Overall, the t-shirts went well. Had a few issues along the way in that there were some t-shirts that I wasted because I didn't think that the ink would go all the way through. So I had a few problems with the ink transferring onto the interior of the t-shirt. So to fix that, I decided to put some white card or whatever you've got lying around, but I used some white card that I had to put a layer in between the two layers of the t-shirt, because when I fold over the t-shirt on the Screen Sensation, it's twice as thick and the ink was going through onto the interior of the back of the t-shirt as well as on the front. A couple of times I had a few issues with the ink not going all over the screen, which was basically because I didn't put enough ink at the bottom of the screen before using the squeegee to squeegee it out. So it's better, from what I've learned, to put some it's better to put excess ink on, more than you need, and then it's easier then to scrape that out at the end off the squeegee and put it back into the pot, so you don't waste it, you just keep it and use it again, which is really, really good. Another issue I had was when I first tried to do the screen printing, I didn't have any decent tape. Someone mentioned to me about frog tape and it's absolutely amazing. So this is the stuff. If you're gonna do something and you want some really good strong tape, this is the stuff. Check that out. So it's called frog tape and it comes in a couple of different colours, and I got the green one. Wait till you see this, it's absolutely so green. Look at the colour of that. So you can get it in different colours and different widths. The green one is for painters, really, painters masking tape, and it worked really well for what I wanted, to stop the ink bleeding through onto my t-shirts, and it didn't go soggy so that it lost its stickiness, so it held the actual screen itself to the frame really, really well, and it was really strong. So that was fantastic. Because what I've printed so far went really well, I decided to try another design that I had created, and this is the most recent design that I've created and added to my shop. So this is the one, which if you've followed any of my vlogs so far or been in my Etsy shop, you will have seen. So it is the Yorkshire born and bred design. So I decided to do that, and I went about printing that black ink on a white t-shirt and white ink on a black t-shirt. So let's see how that went. So printing the black ink onto the white t-shirt worked really well. Printing the white ink onto the black t-shirt was a little bit more challenging. I'm not sure if this was just due to the fact that the white ink seemed to be really thick and it was drying really quickly. So I altered something in that I added some extender which I had, which sort of thins out the white ink a little bit, and it made it a little bit better, but it wasn't perfect. So I had to do something else to fix it. I spoke to my friend who I mentioned at the start, who we both bought the equipment together to share, and she has done some screen printing before and she has used this stuff. So this is what I ordered. So this is Hunt the Moon super opaque white ink, which was supposedly much better for printing onto black t-shirts, and it proved to be a success in that it seems to leave a lot more ink in the t-shirt. It doesn't pull it off, so it soaks it in and you get a much better covering. So I was really happy with that. I also bought this, but I haven't tried it yet. So that's from the same company. That's Hunt the Moon black screen printing ink, but I didn't use it because the black that I actually have from the Screen Sensation worked really well, to be honest, and I wasn't disappointed in that. And that was really good. So I was really happy with that. I was happy that I solved the problems and got my t-shirts to work. There are a few things that you need to think about if you're wanting to screen print. So I did make some errors as I was doing things, and I've talked about that in one of my other vlogs, so you can find that in there. But you need to make sure that once you've done all your printing, you get everything clean. So all of the equipment needs to be cleaned. I started off by washing it in the kitchen sink and just using hot water. Sometimes I use a little bit of just washing up liquid, but then I found it was quite tricky trying to get it all in the sink and it didn't really fit. So I found that putting it in the bath is actually a better plan. So you need to wash the screen and the frame and everything that you use to do it, all the tools. You don't want to leave any on there because over time it will affect it and it will lose the quality of the screen. It will affect the screen, so you need to make sure it's clean on the screen. Also, you don't want to leave any on the frame because if it's not dry and you try printing onto something else, the ink's going to transfer onto whatever it is you're printing, and you really don't want that to happen. The other thing that I found was that you need to make sure that the whole of the print has been heated correctly and efficiently, because if you don't, if you put it in the wash, it will wash off and it will become patchy. So if you heat it, I use a heat press, but the first time I did it I just used the iron, and that proved to be patchy and I didn't seem to get an even heat all over the print, and so it came off. But if you use a heat press, obviously the heat is the same all over. You just need to make sure you set it to the right temperature, and then that works really good. So that's my little insight into screen printing and what I've learned so far. I'm sure there is much more to learn. I am sure there are people out there who know way more than I do. But so far I have really enjoyed it, and it's something that I would like to continue to do, and I would like to create more designs. So yeah, screen printing is great fun. If you've never tried it, give it a go. Thank you very much to everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've tried to share with you some of my experience of screen printing, some of the things I learned. If that helps you, brilliant. If you've enjoyed what you've watched, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button, because I am hoping to try and make more vlogs and more videos moving forward to try and share with you what I do behind the scenes here at Crafty Penguin. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.